Wagwan people, we are back at it again with another video. Today's video is a preview of Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea. This is the first ever competitive meeting between Borussia Dortmund and Chelsea. It will take place at Borussia Dortmund's Signal Iduna Park and kick off at 10 o'clock at night in South Africa. So, before I talk about the lineup, who should play, who shouldn't play, right? I think I'm going to preface the lineup by saying that I think there's one change that we can make that will change the fortunes of this team, and that change will probably allow us to beat Dortmund even though we are playing away from home. Their fans are probably going to come out in their numbers, they're going to make noise, they're going to try to intimidate our players, but I feel like if we make this one change from Saturday's lineup, then I think we should be golden. I don't see us losing this game, right? And if we make this change that I'm going to suggest, I definitely see us winning the game. So let's get into the lineup now. In goal, I'm playing Kepa Arrizabalaga because man is just sensational at the moment, innit? He has the best save percentage in the Premier League, which is quite an outstanding feat considering that he had the worst save percentage in the Premier League in the 1920 season. So this contrast in fortunes, it just shows the remontada that Kepa has had and how he has been transformed from his poor form a few years ago. It is showed that Kepa is actually a top keeper, because when was the last time Kepa was criticized heavily? When was the last time anybody criticized Chelsea for paying the amount that they did for him, which was around £71 million, the most expensive goalkeeper ever? When was the last time that someone brought that up? It's been a long time, which shows that he's just been playing well and he hasn't been creating negative headlines. In fact, he's only been creating positive headlines for himself. So that's what we need more of from him. He has confidence right now. He knows how to play out from the back, and for all those reasons, he starts this game. Now at left back, I am playing Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell over Marco Correa, and I'm going to give a very good reason for this. Marco Correa has a problem, and that problem is he passes the ball sideways and backwards a lot. Like, too much, way too much. Now, I mentioned it in my previous video that it's a general problem at Chelsea, right? However, Ben Chilwell doesn't have this problem. And the reason I say Ben Chilwell doesn't have this problem is that Ben Chilwell is a forward-thinking fullback, right? He can do his defensive duties extremely well, but when it comes to going forward, he can also do that very well. He makes these inverted runs, right, from the wing to a more central area, and he gets into dangerous positions. And as such, I think that we can benefit from that tonight, and that could be the point of difference between Chelsea drawing with Dortmund away or winning. Now, playing Chilwell also has the advantage that Chilwell is more likely to play forward passes into Mikhailo Mudryk. And I feel that if we can play forward passes into him and put in a good space for him to run into, then we will be cooking. Because he's going to get the ball, he's going to do his thing, and that will greatly benefit the team. Whether that's through him setting up a goal for somebody else, or whether that's him scoring himself, I think he can really benefit us if he's fed forward attacking passes. So yeah, now let's move on to the left center back position. Now in the left center back position plays Thiago Silva, and the reason why it's Thiago Silva and not Benoit Badiashile is because Benoit Badiashile is not registered to play in the Champions League for us, and I feel some type of way about that. And the reason I feel some type of way about that is because he has been phenomenal. Since he came to Chelsea, he has been absolutely phenomenal. And him and Thiago Silva clearly have some chemistry going on. They have a good understanding of each other. And now we're going to disrupt that because we haven't registered Badiashile. And it's like, come on, guys. We could have made a plan to register this man. We could have omitted somebody from the squad to make space for Badiashile to be able to play in the Champions League. For example, Charlie Webster, he's an academy boy. Yes, he's one of our own, but he doesn't need to be in that squad, bruv. Badiashile does. And he's not. So anyway, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. Next to Thiago Silva in the right centre back spot will have to be Trevor Chalobah, right? Now you could either go Trevor Chalobah or Kalidou Koulibaly, right? But the reason I'm going Chalobah is because Kalidou Koulibaly has been erratic at times whilst playing for Chelsea this season, and another reason is because he has just recently come back from illness. He missed the West Ham game due to illness, and he's just come back. So I think that Chalobah should play because he'll be more ready. Then also you got the small issue of Wesley Fofana only returning to training recently. I believe he trained yesterday, but he won't be ready to start games. So yeah, Trevor Chalobah plays in the right centre back position for me. Now, in the right back position, we have Reece James. You see, with Reece, the thing is, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't been, how can I say this, as sensational as he usually is, but you need to give players time to return to their best when they come back from injury. So I'm going to give him that time. I hope that today is the start of immaculate performances once again. In terms of him playing, in terms of him not playing, right? If we were to go with an alternative, who's the alternative? There isn't really one, except for Azpi Lequeta. And the thing with Azpi is, he will get done for pace. He will get done for pace, and we don't need that. We do not need that. So, yeah, Reece James plays for me in the right back position. Now, in the midfield, I've gone for a midfield pivot, right, of Enzo Fernandez and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, Enzo Fernandez set up João Felix's goal against West Ham on Saturday, and he has this thing about him, man, where he gets the ball and he's looking forward. He wants to play a forward pass that's going to cut open the opposition defense. And that's what we need at Chelsea right now. We need that little bit of creativity. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason he plays for me. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek plays because him and Enzo played together against West Ham on Saturday. And they played quite well. They would have built a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of understanding playing together. And there's also the small issue that Mateo Kovacic and Denis Zakaria are still in rehabilitation from their injuries. They're not fully back with the playing squad yet. They're just coming back, so they can't play. Hence, he plays. And you can't play Mason Mount in a 6. You can't play Conor Gallagher in a 6. Carney Chukwuemeka, you could try it, but Graham Potter doesn't fancy him, so why should I select him to play in this lineup if I highly doubt that he will play as a 6 if he plays at all tomorrow? So, yeah. Then the number 10 in front of Enzo and Ruben Loftus-Cheek should be none other than João Felix. João Felix is looking good. It's looking good. Big man thing is looking good. And the reason I say it's looking good is because João Felix gives us a spark, man. He gives us a spark of creativity, a spark of energy, passion, fight, hunger, desire, all these good qualities, you know, that you want to see in a footballer. He seems most likely of our attackers to score as well. So he plays, man. He plays. Him scoring against West Ham at the weekend, getting into, how can I say this, opening his Chelsea account in terms of goal contributions, that would have done him the world of good. He will come into this game with confidence, and yeah, for that reason he plays. Now, the front three. Left wing, easy, Mikhailo Mudryk. Pulisic is injured anyways. Raheem Sterling, injured anyways, right? And more importantly, I think that he could be the difference maker tonight. Hence, he plays, 100%. We need to use his pace. I think he has clocked the fastest sprint in the Premier League, 36.6 kilometers an hour. So, yeah, we need to use that pace today, sorry. And yeah, for that reason, he plays. Now, right wing, Noni Madueke is not eligible to play in the Champions League, right? He hasn't been registered, right? I don't know why, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And as such, Hakim Ziyech has to play. Now, Hakim Ziyech, he will put in a good effort for the team. But my problem with him is so predictable, bro. So predictable. He's gonna get the ball on the right. He's gonna chop in on his left, and he's gonna put a ball into the box. That's what he does, you know. And I feel that if if the opposition study him enough, they'll be cognizant of this, and they're just gonna counteract it easily, bruv. So yeah, we'll see what wants, but he has to play because who else? Who else can play? Mason Mount, I know, not right now. Right now, he's not in such good form, so nah, he cannot play. And up front, Kai Havertz, King Kai. And you see, with Kai Havertz, the thing that I like about him is he will work so hard for the team. He will put everything on the line for the team. However, he's so inconsistent, bro. He is so inconsistent, you know. But we also don't have other options up top. Armando Broja injured. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang not eligible to play in the Champions League because we didn't register him for some weird reason. David Datro Fofana, an exciting option potentially, but again ineligible because he's not registered to play in the Champions League. So it is what it is. King Kai has to lead the line, and I hope he does well. I hope he plays well. He linked up well with João Felix at times against West Ham, so I'm hoping for more of the same. You know, he scored a goal which was disallowed, right? And yes, it was disallowed, but I think it's good for him to be getting into that kind of position in the first place. Maybe that could have given him a little bit of confidence, you know, and his link-up play with João Felix. I hope they will both have given him a little bit of confidence that he can use to lead the line well against Dortmund. So, yeah, guys, that's a preview. In terms of a score prediction, I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. I have no idea who the goal scorers are going to be. I'm not even going to predict that, but I'm going 2-1 Chelsea. I think that we can beat Dortmund away from home. Yes, their fans will come out in numbers, they will make noise, but I feel if we can unlock Mudryk, right, we allow João Felix to cook and do what he does best, and Kai Havertz can link up with João Felix, I think we're in for a good night. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Let me know what your prediction is in the comments, and yeah, peace.